I have to admit, I've been using something powerful to alter my moods for a long time now. The power of herbs. In the past, I've struggled with anxiety and stress, and back then I would have buried my head in the sand or just curled up in bed. But nowadays, my first port of call is to make a potent herbal infusion, a tea that will calm me and ease my stress. In today's video, I'm going to show you various different herbal tea blends that you can make at home to alter various different moods or make you feel better. We're going to be covering everything from that stress, anxiety relieving tea blend, a tea that will invigorate your energy in the morning and could replace your reliance on coffee, another one that will boost your immune system, a tea blend that will fight off cold and flu symptoms, and one that will get you in the mood for some passion. Yes, there's a blend for everything. All right, so welcome to my apothecary cabinet that I've been slowly building with homegrown herbs as well. This makes me so proud. I did a whole video all about the herbs that I keep that you may want to keep too. You don't need something like this to make these tea blends though. If there's a mood enhancing tea blend from today's video that you want to recreate, then you could just get those individual herbs. You don't need this grand thing. But the first one we're going to look at, as it's morning time here now, and I need something to invigorate me, to liven me up, and so that I don't fall back on having a coffee every single morning, this is a great lifting tea. So the first thing I'm going to choose is nettle, stinging nettle from the garden that I've hung to dry in my house and blitzed it up and put it in my jar to easily access the amazing benefits that nettle has. Stinging nettles are rich in iron, calcium and magnesium, and they provide a natural energy boost our body needs. Nettle is also really good at fighting off seasonal allergies, so if you struggle with hay fever and things like that, definitely get some nettle in your life. What I'm going to be doing now is making a batch that I can use over the next few weeks. But if you just wanted to make a single serving, just equal quantities of each of the herbs in this tea blend. The next one I'm going to choose is actually hibiscus. Now unfortunately I don't have a hibiscus bush in my garden, but this is some stuff from Jamaica where they call it sorrel. It's got the most uplifting feeling and a vibrant flavour. It's packed full of vitamin C, so it should give us that energy boost that we need in the morning. So the next herb I'm going to add to this blend is one of my favourites, holy basil, aka tulsi. This is an adaptogen and it reduces stress, but it also improves mental clarity. Plus, it will balance your energy levels throughout the day. The final herb to my blend is lemongrass, which I grew in my greenhouse. I'm very proud of that fact. I just love the citrusy flavour that this adds. I would add it to most tea blends, but I like it in the morning because it calms and clears the mind and invigorates the tea and myself. But if you don't have lemongrass, something like lemon balm or mint or peppermint will also do a similar invigorating, lifting job in this tea blend. What I'm going to do now is mix all this up, and then I can store it in a jar for months and months to come. And the way I use this is to get a couple tablespoons into my teapot. I'll pour over some hot water and get it on the stove to bubble away for about 10 minutes. You don't want to overboil it, but you just want the herbs to steep in that hot water. During that time, the water is going to draw out all of the goodness that's locked in these herbs, and then I'll drink a cup or two in the morning. It's a really nice ritual feeling to make a tea in the morning and share it with a loved one ideally, and you can talk and be grateful for the day and what's to come. Wow, that is actually so tasty. Hibiscus is amazing, but mixed with those other ingredients, particularly the nettle, adds a real earthiness to the tang and the sweetness. It's very, very tasty. The next tea blend we're going to make now is something that I use if I am feeling a little run down. With the seasons changing, winter now, you know, there's a lot of stuff going around. To boost my immune system, I make this. I don't actually make this in advance, I make this to sort of serve. The first thing I will go for is echinacea. Echinacea was one of the first herbs into my apothecary cabinet. It's a well-known immune stimulant and it enhances the body's ability to fight infections by activating white blood cells. I'll also add elderberry, one of my favorite things in the world. Not only does it taste good, it's packed full of antioxidants and vitamin C. Elderberries are famed for their healing properties and they can shorten the duration of any sickness like colds and flu. I'll also be adding yarrow, which is another one of my favorites. It's antiviral and anti-inflammatory, and yarrow supports the body's natural fever response. It also will add a real herbaceous flavor. Now we should all know and love the next two ingredients, fresh ginger. I'll add a few slices of that to this blend, and turmeric. Both are anti-inflammatory. Ginger stimulates circulation and soothes the stomach, whilst turmeric boosts the immune defense and supports recovery. Together, these herbs create a spicy, earthy tea that feels like a protective shield in a cup. Perfect for sipping at the first sign of an illness to boost your immune system. Now you can use both dried ginger and turmeric. I just happen to have fresh today at the minute. Just be careful not to, well, you don't have to be too careful, but turmeric really does stain your fingers and your knife and your board and everything. But I think in the dried form, obviously it's a bit more concentrated, so just go a little easy on the amounts that you add. I've added about a teaspoon of each of these. Now it's time to get it steeping. I'm going to use my handy instant boiling water tap to steep this. I'll let it sit in my bamboo strainer for about 10 minutes before drinking. I can't believe it, but I'm bringing my homestead and this show on tour to a theatre near you very soon. Be prepared for the most intimate, magical, passionate evening where all of us guys, like-minded people, are going to come together and just have the best time. I can't wait to meet you guys, so please can you think about supporting the channel and come along to one of the evenings by clicking the link beneath this video to get a ticket, and I'll see you there. Can't wait. All right, let's give this a taste. What I will say, guys, this is not new knowledge. This has been done for thousands of years. Tea blends, infusions and things like that, from Chinese medicine to Native American medicine to my ancestors here in Wales. We've all made brews that are potent to help us cure little ailments at home. But if you do have any severe symptoms and you need to get treated by an expert, then please do. What these are good for is prevention, I find, and that's what I love about stocking up my apothecary, is knowing that I've got that mechanism for preventing illness, and this tea is definitely one of those ones. So let's give this a taste. Wow, very earthy thanks to the turmeric, but it just feels good for me. And I will say that not all of these blends may be like up to your palate. Some of them you may not like, but I think that many herbs have multiple uses. So for example, the lemongrass that we put in the uplifting tea is also known as fever grass in Jamaica because it's good for fever. So, you know, you can get to know your herbs and you'll be able to swap ones that you do like in for other ones potentially. But I really can't recommend researching, reading books and learning more about herbalism. Guys, by the way, I really need to tell you about my Grow Your Own Pharmacy video. A few weeks ago, I shared that on YouTube, and I really recommend checking it out because springtime is creeping up fast. This is your opportunity to sow some seeds or to get or to get some plants, even just on your windowsill, that are not only tasty but medicinal too. There's a huge range of herbs that you can grow that have dual purposes, so check out that video. But within it, I share my recipe for a real calming, stress alleviating tea that's also good if you struggle with things like insomnia. These herbs together not only taste lovely but also effectively calm the mind and body, making it easier to drift off to sleep, but also help you de-stress and relax. But I find, as I said, the actual ritual of making tea is very calming. In the blend, I mix together things like chamomile, lavender, lemon balm, rose and mint. Together they make a delicious blend with a soothing aroma that will reduce your stress and anxiety and help improve your sleep. The mint will help soothe your digestive system, which is beneficial if you're prone to any nighttime indigestion. It's also mildly calming too, and the rose adds a very gentle, soothing quality, and they're actually known for their mild sedative effects and ability to uplift your mood. Chamomile is a classic herb for promoting relaxation and easing anxiety, making it ideal for the bedtime tea. Lemon balm is effective at calming the nervous system, reducing stress and helping promote sleep. So guys, let's just say that immune boosting tea didn't fight off the colds that were attacking me, and I've now got bad throat and I'm struggling and my body's aching, I got headaches, I'm really in the thick of a cold, or I got flu-like symptoms. What I will do is actually drink that immune boosting tea, of course, but let's just say my throat and my body are really aching. The first thing I'll get or add to a blend is this beautiful licorice root. Now it is very much an acquired taste, and you can get it in both sticks and chopped up. I recommend getting the chopped up version. And this has the ability to really soothe the irritation and the pain in the throat. It actually feels quite creamy when you drink it, funnily enough. It adds this real soothing quality to tea blends. Not only this, I'll add things like clove as well, which is actually in my cooking spice cupboard. Cloves are antimicrobial and antiviral. It will help fight the infection, relieve congestion and ease that sore throat. And finally, I'll add this. This is feverfew. This is drying out in my kitchen. This is how I hang my herbs to dry. I picked this a few weeks ago and it's almost ready to be cut and put into my jars. This is really good for easing any body ache or headaches. So that will be in addition to this kind of tea that we've previously made to fight off any illnesses. But once you've got it, definitely get this in, get the licorice root and the cloves into the tea blend as well. Alright, so you're probably wondering where I've got this information from, where I've learned it. Well, to be honest with you, I'm still learning. I'm in my early stages of getting into herbalism, but it's something that I'm so passionate about and really infatuated with since moving from the city where I grew up to the country now and growing my own food. I just went on this path of starting to grow herbs that can not only season food and make food delicious, but also heal us. So I've been delving into the world of herbalism for the last few years, and I'm finding it so interesting, and it gives me even more of a sense of self-sufficiency to know that I can potentially help myself heal from various illnesses at home. But I just want to give credit to like the ancient cultures and the people before us, that this was just an everyday thing. Nowadays, I feel like with the world being so modern, we've lost it, but you know, my ancient culture here in Wales have strong ties to herbalism, and pretty much wherever you go around the world would have been using plants as medicine. And lots of these herbs that I use aren't native to Wales. I can grow a lot of them, but they've come from other parts of the world, places like Africa and America and where else in the world, China. They've all had long ties to herbal medicine, so it's important to realize that and give thanks to those cultures for learning and passing on their wisdom. But I really want to make sure that I can continue this knowledge so it's not forgotten, and pass it on to my kids and you guys, my audience. So this may be new stuff to you, and I'm hoping that I can pass it on. But there's a few books that I read, and obviously I watch lots of YouTube and study online too, but some books I really recommend. This one has been really helpful to me, Rosemary Gladstar's Herbal Recipes, and there's a ton more on my bookshelf, but I'll pop a link beneath this video of all the books that I like to read for herbalism. Alright, the one you've all been waiting for. This is the Love Tea. Very sensual blend. If you want to get into a particular mood in the evening with your loved one, this is a delicious blend too, and probably one of my favorite ones in terms of the herb content. The first herb that I put in there, obviously with it being a love blend, is rose. Rose is known for its heart-opening qualities. It's got a subtle floral flavor that will add a beautiful, romantic and relaxing property to this tea. The next herb into the mix is Damiana. It's a traditional aphrodisiac that uplifts mood, boosts libido and helps with relaxation. I'm also going to add ginseng, which boosts energy and stamina while improving circulation, which is essential for enhancing passion and vitality. The final herb I'm going to add is warming cinnamon that enhances circulation and promotes that comforting feeling, adding a sweet and spicy aroma. Oh, I love cinnamon. This one is amazing from my friends at Nom Living. Now you can also add something called maca root. You may be aware of it. It's great for improving all kinds of performance from training and sport and things like that. I have it pretty much every day, but I don't like the flavor of it in this tea. But this is going to get mixed up now. I'll put it in my little jar, and when the time is right, when I'm feeling like this love tea, I'll brew it just like I have done with the other teas in this video for about 10 minutes, have a couple of sips. I'm sure it'll put me in a great mood, ready for a night of passion. So there we have it, guys. There's a tea for every kind of mood, and there's so many more blends we could put together. So if you like this video, then comment beneath it, and if there's any herbs that you really love, then please let me know. And ones that you think I can grow here in Wales that I'm not already growing, tell me beneath this video, because I'm just trying to learn more, and it's an amazing journey to be on so far. So thank you for watching, guys. Please like, share and comment and all that good stuff, and I'll see you soon with another video. Don't forget, I'm going on tour very soon, so come along to that, and I hope to meet you in person and talk all about this good stuff together. Bye bye.